Peace, peace. Happy now. How's the vibrate, of course. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now. Do you think Kanye West soul care about what a human being ego opinion has to say about it? Did Michael Jackson's soul care about what people said about the glittery gloves and the shiny shoes and the moonwalking? Did Tupac care about people calling him a fake thug? Did Bob Marley care about some of the roster brethren calling him mainstream? You know, did Dr. Sebi worry about other doctors calling him, crazy for curing AIDS and cancer and coming up with different ways? These people's souls, our soul in general, high self, is not scared or fearful at all, and not scared or fearful to do what it came to do, to be itself in essence. But just caught the vibe of how like how Source wants some of us to be popular. And I say Source, our inner source. It depends on our individual soul spark in essence. But I just thought about the chess game of how, like, where here it is, like, say for instance, my YouTube channel, I'm speaking on all this stuff that I'm speaking on right now. But if if a person that's in Hollywood or in entertainment, go to talking about chakras and this and that, of course, to a certain extent, because the media, depending on who they are, if their career is run by the media and they go a little bit too truthful, then yeah, the media is gonna make them look bad. But for the most part, and that's only if the people allow, be duped by what the media push out. That's why I tell people it's, the awareness. By the masses not having awareness, they're allowed to put out bullshit ass stories on people and their work, because people in the mind frame of where you could put a meme out and the meme don't have to be true about the person, but people kind of run with it or believe in it and stuff like that. Conviction through media. Nobody saw evidence of Bill Cosby doing nothing, but he was guilty because the media said so. you know at least to for the most part. But just realizing though that influence that that entertainers, popular entertainers or popular people in general, like if they talking about, oh, I'm drinking shungite water, oh, such and such drinking now a million people want to drink shungite water, you know what I'm saying? Like that power of influence, is very strong. So some of us, as beings helping to raise the light on this plane of existence, come down with that type of mission, knowing, to get on a level to get extremely popular, and then start, speaking on this type of information, are doing certain things that's raising light and awareness in areas that's trying to be darkened and, hidden, you know. As a matter of fact, Hollywood itself, mimics astrology. And I done said that to a certain extent, like, well, Hollywood, but more so I talk about like how Hollywood is a mechanism built to draw in stars. They know that, as above, so below. This is an esoteric occult people, running this operation. So they know the hermetic principles. They know that, all right, some of the people, quote unquote people, some of these beings, that's coming through are the actual ancient old ones, the great old ones that, H.P. Lovecraft wrote about, in which other ancient texts kind of, but not in that sense, H.P. Lovecraft really brought it to the sense of like, ooh, be scared, like this is great monsters, the great old ones that's coming back, and Cthulhu and shove nigger and I just always gotta laugh at that because that one was just so straightforward. Shove nigger rat, one of the great old ones. Oh man, this is more and more funny. But anyway, it's funny too because somebody will hear that, say that, and then still be in denial that his papers was pointing to the indigenous ancient indigenous energies that soulful energy reawakening on this plane of existence in this time. You know, it's like deny, and which and as I'm saying that, that's not for us to be in our ego about like, I'm the great old and bow down to me. You know what I'm saying? But facts is facts, and realizing what's really going on is realizing what's really going on. But I digress. But anyway, Hollywood, that mechanism to pull in, some of those, you know, constellation. Like, we all from different constellation, different stars. Some of us are, maybe what, and it could be matter of fact. Like I think about twins, or like triplets, or like people. That might be a soul that's so big, it had to come down in more than one being in essence, you know. And I ain't saying in all cases, but definitely in those cases for sure where like the twins is almost like inseparable and they like damn near could talk with it, for each other, But they know this star, and just in general, like whenever our chakras align, like say for instance, everybody would want to be being great, not necessarily being like trying to, again, they set Hollywood up as, hey, to be famous you gotta go to be this. So where they done build it up early in the game, where from then on out, when everybody, matter of fact, and once they build it up, now it becomes social engineering, because now from a little kid growing up, everybody see that, oh wait, to be famous you gotta go to Hollywood, and all of us, like some of us have this yearning to express ourselves again, like to let that star fire burn, and we had this yearning to express ourselves, and they had that little setup called Hollywood, or this record label. Here, come, let us drain your energy, you know. But which, and I'm jokingly saying that because in essence, some beings know how to play the game, and stick and move, make their little moves and stay away from the bullshit. You know, that's why some of them don't get promoted like that, but pretty famous. But they're not like, oh, look at so and so, look at so and so all the time, and trying to, cause they're a real one. But they're like, fuck, but they act so good. Gotta have them in this movie, I think about a Denzel is the prime example. But Denzel talk that real shit, but they also don't shy away from having them in a movie either. But that whole setup though is, to pull us in, and again through that social engineering all that time, we grow up like, oh yeah, the only way, because that's all you see. Even if you don't want to go to Hollywood or this and that, again, it's in your subconscious. That's all you done. Everything on TV done showed you that this place is where all these people who make movies go through. Or all these people who in entertainment, they all, go through this little system. And then they create a system, basically the media, almost like which media stands for medium, and say for instance a tarot reader or a psychic, you know what I'm saying, or somebody who, does astrology, breaking down your astrological charts, you know, to a certain extent is a medium, or you know, like media, you know. So the media is almost like, you know, a astrologist, because the media, you know, reading the stars, you know. Hey, this star is over here today. You know, hey, this star just moved to New York. You know, ESPN kind of like some astrologists too, because they let you know what sports star. You know, like you got the sports constellation, you got the music constellation, you got the movie constellations. You know, it's like all these different star movements. You know, but and that's why I be telling people too, you know, it's like also realizing that, you know, you a star already. You know, you are, by divine right, you know, you are a star, and it doesn't take some, you know, Ashkenazi Jewish people platform, and you know, and whatever, you know, to, you know, make you a quote unquote star. You know, and we hear about all that, you know, the Steens, the Harvey Weinsteins, and you know what's his name? That was the owner for the Clippers, but he changed his last name so it won't sound Jewish. But you know, the Ashkenazi Jews, and that's, you know, majority, not all. You know, I came across you know, one of the, I don't know if that's, I don't know if you have to be of that pure Ashkenazi Jewish bloodline to be, you know, Jewish, but I think about the brethren who, you know, when I saw them in LA, you know, they kind of showed love in a manner of knowing what's really going on, you know. And I was like, that's pretty cool. You know, again, everybody not playing stupid, and everybody ain't stupid. And again, it's not about nobody feeling inferior, ain't about nobody feeling superior. You know, just like in the body, where the heart pumps blood, the heart has a, you know, a very important job, but the heart not beating on his chest saying I'm the heart and I'm better than all the other organs. No, if it do that, if it stopped to do that, then it wouldn't be doing a great job. So, in that fact, so you know what I'm saying, to that, to something that, you know, responsibility would be, you know, pretty great, you know, realizing shit, you don't have time to brag or anything anyway. You know what I'm saying? In that sense, you would be the reason why everything fucked up. All that bragging and not doing your fucking job. Do your job and stop bragging on, I'm the heart. I pump the most blood in the body. You know? And other parts of the body, you know, not feeling inferior. Not feeling like, oh, the heart think he all that. Look at the heart, he think he all that because he gotta pump that blood everywhere. Like, nah, you know, if the heart ain't bragging, you know what I'm saying? If the heart ain't in his ego, then the heart just doing his job, you know? You just being in your feelings, you know, not realizing that your job just just as important. You know, no matter what part of the body, you know. I mean, down to, you know, the teeth. Just as important as my nose, just as important as my eyelashes, just as important, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all different, unique aspects. But does my eyelashes look the same as my stomach? Does my eyeball look the same as my pinky toe. No, but they're all a part of the same body. Yes. Are they beefing? No. Just. But again, Hollywood, mimicking astrology, following the stars. And back to what I'm saying. Just realizing, why a lot of us may have that yearning to be on a certain platform, with what we doing, you know, because it's that yearning, and we balancing things out again. Like some of us, like I know for myself, like the reason why, in essence, I could say, because I know what's holding me back, for the most part, is me. Of course, is always yourself holding yourself back, but it's that aspect of me kind of just, you know, being, in essence, you could say fearful, because that's what blocked things. Fearful towards not being able to tame my being fearful towards not being able to tame my ego in essence, and making sure it's tame on a high level platform, because I know I'm capable, of certain things, but it's that not wanting to. I love my humbleness. I love, is that in essence is that battle between that people pleaser vibe, that little person that wants to people please inside of me, that little part of the psyche, and the part of me that really want to shine like it know it can and should, like that. Again, and that's how you do your inner work. Like people talk about inner work again, realizing what's really, 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 really going on inside you. Again, like I was able to share that in front of everybody, everybody on YouTube, all across this plane of existence could just hear what one of the things I'm dealing with, or should I say working on, getting better every step of the way, getting better in my now. But the first thing to fixing something is acknowledging it, acknowledging that it exists, in order to fix it. But that's why, a lot of us feel that vibe. And a lot of us, matter of fact, and I put that our soul sees how if you let me see. Oh yeah, if you're not, our soul sees that if you're not, strong and on point with it, you could get swallowed by that, that industry and that environment. That's another thing, and a lot of us, again, that's a state of fear, being scared of, like I wonder if, and just trusting and knowing that you got this. And matter of fact, that's why I lately, again, oh man, and I got that card again today. That's how I know the universe, like, you don't start trusting. You started off the game, you know what I'm saying? What happened to you? It's like your shot got rusted. Like, all right, universe, you're right. Let's go back in the gym, because again, this ain't no just, shoot the ball one time and now I'm the best shooter ever, Gotta stay practicing, gotta stay hitting the gym, hitting them shots. You go to, you don't just pick up one dumbbell one time, and do one little arm curl and be like, oh yeah, I'm the strongest person ever. It don't work like that. You gotta continuously get it in, continuously grow. And again, just realize, matter of fact, that's why lately I've been working with the snowflake obsidian, the rainbow obsidian, and just, The black crystals, most of the black crystals help, get rid of those deep fears. I know my camera ain't. I got my little snowflake obsidian, my onyx. Today Friday, so I'm working with that Venus energy, that Urzuli, or really that Oshun energy, but Urzuli, that Anana, or Ishtar, which also is associated with Easter, and also associated with Frigg or Frigga, Freya in the Norse mythology, which turned into Friday, and why Ishtar or Easter correlated with Good Friday. It's all correlated together. It's all one little circle, but today, that day, dealing with that beauty, creativity, fertility. Matter of fact, Oshun like her jewelry, like her honey, like her cinnamon. And again, these are archetypical energies that exist within us. We are walking universes, able to access. Imagine like if we had a computer and I'm like, access solar plexus, and then I press on my solar plexus area, and then a interface outside my body shows up, and I'm able to like, hey, this and that, but it's being projected from inside of my solar plexus. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's kind of like to give you an idea of what we're doing when we interfacing with these energies, the ocean energy, all this, you interfacing with inner energy. Matter of fact, as above, so below, just like they got stars, that the manifested in the physical, walking on this plane of existence. We also each have them in our bodies, as individual body suits. Got the constellations within us, Capricorn, knees, Sagittarius, thighs, Scorpio, the genital areas, Taurus got the shoulders and the neck, like that. Like that brother with the neck. Hey, look, what I joke is all love, it's all love and blessings. That's not but y'all unfamiliar with that. Some of y'all with that side of me. Like I tell people, what's your intention when joking? Like, is your intention, to like, look at that person, what I'm saying, in a real derogatory way, or just to, make a pun, but not really trying to bring that person down, and if you met that person, you would treat them like royalty, in that sense, with a real love and respect, like, there's a difference. But constellations, exist within us. And then certain areas of the body, have the constellations, within its, microcosm, the hand has different areas, that deals with different planets, different. I'm pretty sure when you get even down to the real accurately on the meridians and stuff like that, is following certain stars and stuff like that. So but back to the thing. Just realizing again how again how much of a chess game it is too. And just it's like going with, being in the now, going with the flow of things and the essence of, like not really how can I say? Because I think about like Will Smith fam, you know, like how they kind of like bam bam, they kind of they might say some things that's very benefit, might say some law of attraction, not just say law of attraction. They might give you some little hints on little aspects of life, but then you got like the son going on stage talking about I love Tyler Creator on a vibe where you could feel and as I'm saying this, and I'm not apologizing when I'm saying this, I'm just I like to make sure because people like to not hear exactly what I'm saying and just go in their mind and assume things, which is the ego. Just to let you know, that's why I don't answer some of y'all comments. Anyway, like to each his own on your sexual orientation. I done said that enough. So I don't have to say it no more. Again, that the political system trying to create a situation where people damn near apologizing. Like, do people apologize for shit like that when they disrespect black people? You know what I'm saying? Like that, what's really real? Like the people crawl to talk. When they speak on things that's sensitive to people who was enslaved for over 400 years, and I'm not even one to, what I'm saying, but I am one to be, let's talk what's really real and what's really good. Like fuck the dumb shit. Like again, all respect and reverence to everybody on the way. It's a free will universe. And we've been under attack. Since way before birth. Chemically, like technologically, like with computers and Wi-Fi and all this radiation and shit like that. What I'm saying? They've been that's why Nikola Tesla they never made him even seem like he existed in our science books, because they didn't want us to know how they was playing with that energy, but again, long story short though, we all, warriors here, they on some divide and conquer stuff, and, again, we not down here to be on no petty bullshit. That's why one of the things is to get out of the egos, get out of identifying, like, or more so overly identifying with, like just certain ways of being. It's like it's not a identification, it's just your preference of being, and let it be your preference of being and not an identification. Because then again, like that's why I made the other video saying, speaking on pride, like how some things, they promote it like to have like a pride, and that's like that's ego, what I'm saying? And to me, again, that's where people is like, all right, if and of course we all slip up sometimes on our spiritual growth, but it's like, all right, if we claiming that we we on the spiritual path, this like that, and we would always fall for that situation, then it's like you gotta see that that's an ego trap, but back to what I was saying, you see some of these people in Hollywood, whatever, again, playing both sides of the fence, promoting one thing, then saying something that may actually help you spiritually on one end, but it's just, you know, playing things how it go as you see it. You know, your inner, like, what's funny again, inner guidance. Like, you know, when people say a certain thing and do certain things, you know the feeling that just kind of comes up in you before you even have time to logically try to, you know, or try to even think about what, you know what I'm saying. There's a voice. Matter of fact, that's another thing about clear cognizance. When somebody asks me about that, it's almost like a paragraph of information that comes instantaneously. Like, so, you know, how it takes a while for you to, you know, think out a thought, you know, like this is almost like a whole, like a little, little thesis paper. You know what I'm saying? All at once, you know, that you just kind of get. But, uh, you know, that's more of a download, or should I say a clear cognizant thought. But, you know, that people know that clear cognizant thought, and that little vibe they catch when they see some things happen, and it's like, all right, you know, inner self feels and knows what's going on, but then that identification system, you know, that egoic mind, you know. And again, I understand it's a constant work, you know. I just finished talking about that. Hey, nobody's perfect. You know, sometimes we can fall victim to letting the dragon ride us instead of us riding the dragon, you know. You know, it, it, it happens, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's about, you know, again, really realizing that vibe, and that's speaking to, you know, again, that's all, of course, what I was just speaking about just happened to be an example, but that's on all, again, all over identification on all levels, you know. Again, that's not gonna make us zombies, because still on the soulful level we are unique. uh you know, we have a unique soul signature, and we have a uniqueness about us on a soul level, you know. And just being, you know, unique to ourselves is not, you know, trying to over identify something. You know, you being unique to yourself, you know, that's different. Again, I just, because what I thought about is how, you know, again, like one person be speaking on something and say something, but then when somebody who's an entertainer or a star, you know, come around and say it, everybody like, oh, so and so just not, man. Now I'm going to brush my teeth every day because the Stone Cold says, you know, because the person on wrestling said it now, so now for sure I gotta, you know. And again, and some of us, you know, as little star seeds, you know, seeing, you know, not only people around us, but ourselves, you know, how we grew up, you know, like seeing somebody on TV, and if they said, you know, go put some sewage water under our pillow, shit, we probably gonna sneak around, shit. You know, Allen Iverson said he sleep with some sewage water under his pillow before every game, before he dropped 60 points. Man, sewage water under the pillow, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you see how that energy has a, you know, a certain level of influence, you know. And again, you know, realizing, you know, like to not be too hypocritical in the essence, because a lot of the reason why people somewhat, so say, don't want to be on that type of level, you know, of course we like, not, say for instance, we not trying to go through, you know, Hollywood and that bullshit, of course, you know, but at the same time, a lot of us know that we want to express ourselves, and express ourselves to reach out, you know, or at least, you know, even if we're not physically going to do shows or this and that, but doing something that, you know, reaches out fully to the whole world, you know what I'm saying? You know, on a high platform, we know we want to, so, we see these stars, some of them, again, stars is the, because you are a star, we are a star, I am the universe, I am, you are the universe. All the universe walking around. You seen Dr. Emoto experiment, thing. I ain't got the book with me. Dang, I just got the book, but what the water, you know, the water molecules take up a certain little shape when it's spoken a certain, when a certain phrase or word is spoken to it, or certain phrase or word is wrote on the bottle that is in, and you look at the crystals under the microscope and they have a certain energy to it. But like when we're born, we 70% water, so not only the constellation, because we are universe coming out of universe, because that's what the feminine energy represents, in that birth process. We in the that triple darkness, you know what I'm saying, the 3 trimesters, 9 months, and we, again, a little universe that was, that came, from the connection of that solar phallic light, which it is true and real that women are capable of having children without men. Of course, they would have to tap into that ancient art, but that is something that's real. But something I have to, because I'm pretty sure somebody like, oh man, you gotta do it. But I may have to check that out deeper. But 'cause I remember saying something though, maybe close to it, like, because I know about like because I may have talked about meditating, like, for like females, letting the sunlight touch the yoni, like something dealing with that. But I don't know if I said anything about getting pregnant from that, or maybe somebody's having a story connected with, I don't know. But anyway, like a universe coming out of universe, and that water, within us, picking up on the energies of the constellations within our mother. And as soon as that umbilical cord cut, the umbilical card is cut, and then we get that magnetism, we get our own magnetism when we, at first breath after that, that umbilical cord cut, that magnetism, torus field, start, in which when we're born, we should be connected to the umbilical cord longer than what they do. Again, everything they do in the hospital is to fuck us over, and it's just facts. No matter what no doctor tell you, they gonna tell you it's for their money. And again, you start to see, is this person really about helping me, or are you just trying to get a paycheck? Because if you really cared, if that many people was telling them, man, hey, your studies, like what they're telling you in these places is wrong, you need to research it. It's facts that this government and all kind of establishments have been wrong before. Maybe you want to redo your research. If a doctor don't, that's automatically saying, subminimum, that just, whether, I mean, because I was gonna say, even having a good heart, but I'm like, nah, if you got, a good heart or something gonna make you curious and like, well, you know what, I really want to help these people. Let me go check out this and see what's going on with them, But they gonna tell you, again, anything to get their paycheck. anything to make sure they run you through the pharmacy, because the pharmacy give them a little paycheck too. They all just did handing out their paychecks, and that's what they see when they send people to chemotherapy. They little ticket to Cancun or to the little cruise, or whatever the thing they have set up for them, because in a lot of cases they have like a little thing where they sign so many people up for chemotherapy. They get I don't know what they call it in business. I was about to say a stipend. I don't know what that type. So I just had to say a stipend check. But like just like a little reward, like a little cruise or something, little financial boost, and go enjoy yourself for helping us out like that. But again, I digress, and just showing, again, I'm speaking to, that fire that burns within to, express ourselves on that high level. And them just trying to be that funnel to that, but we now realizing we no longer have to go through that funnel. We create our own stars by just supporting, you know, supporting within the communities. No longer have to get no record deal to be recognized for what you do musically. I mean, to each his own, if that's what you want to do. But we done seen what happens, how it goes down. But that's basically it. So to each his own. Of course, some people might be, and again, having that awareness, knowing what's up, following in the guidance. Like, all right, when so and so said that, nah, that wasn't, that didn't feel, when so and so said that, because again, like suspect stuff, it's like Elon Musk is the greatest man in the world or something like that, Are you talking about the guy that's trying to push transhumanism and make it cool? Again, and matter of fact, doing a great job, because a lot of people who you would think probably would catch it, not really catching it. Like, oh yeah, it's cool to have rope. Hey, to each his own. As far as how you feel about robots and wanting them to overrun things, I know I'm definitely and I'm open-minded to the fact that shit, anything could cause you to transition in this realm of existence, whether it be a damn whether you choke on a cookie, or or whether it be a robot, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shit, a car is like a robot with somebody driving behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm balanced in that outlook, but on a high level, looking at it, but like on a being here in this realm, dealing with it, like, nah, no robots over humans, nah. We gonna leave on that note. Peace. Happy dog. That was a vibrate, of course. Not too far the future, not too far the past. Right now.